Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Josh. Welcome back to another video. And I know, before you say anything, yes, my beard's gone and my mustache. All right, I got a haircut. And it feels really weird, but you know what? That's okay, right? So today we're going to be continuing, kind of, to talk about the Streets of Rage 4's newest patch, and of course, this is sort of meant to be like the last and final update because, well, one, this is already my third video on it. Two, I did promise to make a third video, which I know it took a while, but hey, at least we're here. And three, since sorry about that. Sorry, sorry about that. Yeah, Street Rage 4, it's such an incredible game, so it's interesting to see that, it's still getting a lot of different updates here and there, and it's not the first time that this game has had updates that has to do with patching and all that. I can't really say exactly how the game was originally because when I first bought the game, I don't know if this was like I don't even know what you want to call it. Its first patch, I guess. The only thing I could really recall from that is that I use an example where in the final stage, before it used to be like this giant wrecking ball to fight like the big fat enemies and whatever, Big Ben. And then I got removed, and then there was some things added, like more enemies and all that, that kind of stuff, right? So I'm going a little bit far ahead, I know, because of course I need to give you some explanation, right? I need to talk to you. So for anyone that doesn't know what is Streets of Rage 4, well, it's a game. We basically beat the shit out of bad guys, some gangsters, and all that. Well, sort of. The plot's definitely like it's pretty bizarre, really. I don't even know how to describe it. The first Streets of Rage was like your simple evil guy takes over city and police department, whole city's under chaos. Now you gotta go stop him. Second one is like it's a continuation of it. It took place 1 year after. Only difference is that now they kidnap your friend, you gotta get him back. And then in the third game, it literally has like this huge role with like robots and all that. And even then, there was always that discrepancy over the Japanese version and the American version because apparently in the Japanese version, the plotting of that game is completely different from what the American version was. I guess in a way, I don't know. They are different, but I wouldn't really say it was completely different. But that's kind of the point, right? So in this one, now 10 years later passes by. Now you're fighting the main bad guys' kids, the Y twins, and even though it's not really revealed to like close to the end, sort of, I'm not sure, maybe around stage 9 or 10, I want to say, where it's kind of revealed where they got like these speakers that are like they can hypnotize people and whatever with their music. So I don't know if they were going for the whole like the Y twins or like music producer or something like that. I don't know. But basically, the Shooter A series has been one heck of a series. What can I say? So for about a month now or so, probably even more than that, they've been doing like these new updates on wanting to fix some things, but at the same time, they were quite debatable because some people were like, well, they're gonna fix some other stuff, like for the good, but then other stuff for the bad. I was pretty skeptical about it at first, and I wanted to take a look at it because Streets of Rage 4, it's a very competent game. It's fun for what it is. So at first, I didn't really see how necessary it was to have these patches, but we're here now. And even then, there's no clear date as to when this patch update is gonna commence. Who knows? I don't know. The only thing I could think of is that I guess whenever I just put in Streets of Rage 4, if it's gonna ask for an update, I'm gonna assume that maybe that's what it is, because usually that's how it works. Well, games work pretty differently now. Remember Big Rigs, one of the worst games ever made? And you notice how, well, first of all, it's a PC game. And second of all, that crap got re-released like I want to say 3 times, and they still barely fix anything. And my God, the fact that I desperately need to talk about that in the future. I mean, honestly, if you don't know what Big Rigs is, oh boy, but that's for another time because that's a shitty game. I want to talk about a good game right now, right? But let's talk about its updates, right? So basically, some of the characters, their abilities are going to be improved. Some things, of course, I'm going to read them out to you, just to kind of get the gist of it. There was a person on Discord basically kind of explaining everything. I forgot the name of the guy. His name was like, I'm blind. Jordy. Okay, that's nice, right? And so that's kind of why I was pretty skeptical about it at first, because obviously there's no like gaming websites or anything like that that pretty much explains this new patch. You just pretty much had to go off of YouTubers and this guy on Discord pretty much. And I'm like, I want to wait a little bit, but it's been quite a long time. So you know what? I don't know. I think we're just gonna have to just go with it. You know what I mean? So of course, I'm going to be reading you some of the other newest patches, of course. So I think it's fair to first read one with Floyd. Apparently he's got a big buff. So I'm gonna pretty much read it to you with my nice brand new phone. Hopefully I won't have the issue I had in my first. I believe it was the first video when I was first talking about this. I don't remember because I was explaining the information and then literally my phone died. So here we go. We're gonna be talking about Floyd. Walk speed increased because even though he's the strongest one, he is the slowest when it comes to like walking and stuff like that. Harder for enemies to escape Floyd's throws and throw combos. Okay. Jab range increased. That's good. Combo damage increased. That's also very good. Combo last punch launches higher and further. That's with better wall bounce, better recovery. That sounds great. Charge attack. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while, so I do apologize if I'm gonna mess up my words a lot. Charge attack damage increased. Charge attack launches higher and further with better wall bounce. Okay, for a minute I thought I was reading the same thing twice, so just bear with me, right? Charge attack has armor properties, whatever that means. Charge attack, better recovery. Power slide, add a hit on the way down. Power slide launches higher and closer to Floyd. Throw bounce higher. Throw wall bounce damage increased. Throw hits enemies at close range. Throws do more damage. Double throw launches closer to Floyd. Grab special launches higher. Grab third punch slams the enemy on the ground. Gatling punch is not invincible if whiffed. Trying to think how that would work. So I guess that's a good thing. I'll just take it like that. More damage on star move back hit. Okay. Alternate defensive. Do not heal with bloodthirst. Which, if you don't know what that is, that's an ability used in the Mr. X DLC, The Survival, where you have this ability called bloodthirst, and basically, as you hit enemies, well, items can no longer heal you. Healing items and all that. But if you just beat the crap out of enemies, you'll be healing. I want to say maybe 6%. That's how it was. Default Blitz has some invincibility at the beginning, so for the most part, this sounds pretty good. All right, that's definitely a big one. So yeah, I would definitely give that one a thumbs up. I think that's a pretty good one. The one I was pretty surprised about is with the classic characters, specifically the Streets of Rage 1 sprites. Basically, yeah, in the game you can also play as your past selves. So you could play as Axel from Streets of Rage 1, 2, or 3, basically. You can also play as Blaze and Adam. Well, it's specifically Streets of Rage 1, where you could play as classic Axel, Blaze, and Adam. But you can also play as classic Axel and Blaze from Streets of Rage 2 and 3. Because as some of you may know, Adam, you played as him in the first game, but not in 2 or 3, basically. So the only Streets of Rage games where you ever really played as Adam was in the first one and in the fourth one. So these updates and buffs go specifically towards the Streets of Rage 1 characters. Streets of Rage 1 Adam, pummel elbow bounces enemies. Alternate star move launches higher bounces enemies and does more damage. Back attack improved invincibility and hitbox combo last hit, and charge attack better hitbox. That sounds really good. I like this. This is good so far. Streets of Rage 1 Blaze, back attack added body hit properties. Back attack improved hitbox. Alternate star move better hitbox, and jump kick is faster. That's a pretty good one. Streets of Rage 1 Axel. Combo last hit and charge attack better hitbox. Air attack improved hitbox. Air attack slams on ground. And charge attack slams on ground. That's a lot of ground. Let me see. Okay, so that's pretty good. considering that the Streets of Rage 1 characters, right, they're pretty basic. They don't really got nothing too special going on with them. So, in a way, playing as them in the game is a little bit difficult. It kind of runs a little differently, where the problem with them is that you don't really do any special combos. You just pretty much jab, you just hit stuff, and then that's about it. Um, it's pretty interesting what they did with them in the survival mode because you could kind of see a little bit of a difference. They definitely try to balance it out a little bit because obviously, if you play as Streets of Rage 4 characters, of course, you're going to be doing like, how do I say this? Obviously, you got to be pulling off some crazy combos and all that in order to get some more damage. And of course, a better way of kicking enemies' asses, basically. So now the next one we're going to be talking about is the survival mode update. So I'm curious to how that's going to work. So I'm going to, of course, this is kind of a long list, so bear with me, all right? And mind you, I am kind of reading this on Discord, or at least a screenshot of it. So yeah, bear with me. Survival buffs. Okay, glass cannon reduces defensive by 60% instead of 100%. Trying to think if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So if you played Streets of Rage 4 and you kind of get what I mean, yeah, charge buffs are stronger. Full of yourself is stronger. What? So I don't get it. Like if you're at full health or something. Sharpened tool stronger. Good. Gold ally is stronger. That's a weird one. A gold ally. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna have like your allies painted gold or something like that. Allied Donovan masters more weapons, which is pretty interesting now that I think about it, because Donovan, he's always the bad guy that carries the pipe around and all that. So I'm kind of interested as to what they're gonna do with that. Allied Galcia does the correct amount of damage with golden weapons. Okay. Allied Cop has more life and his throw cannot be escaped. Ooh, wow. Allied Mr. Y starts in angry state. Well, that's interesting because, long story short, I never see him in his angry state. Literally every time I unlock the ability, there's basically in the survival mode you can also get like the Hey Buddy power up, and basically you have like a little buddy, who's basically a hologram version of your regular enemies. I've only remember maybe a couple of times getting Mr. Y, and I don't remember getting him in that angry state. And what I mean by angry state, that's kind of when one, he gets a little stronger, and two, that's when he starts throwing grenades everywhere. So that's quite interesting. That is very useful too. Trust me, definitely is. Allied Stiletto attacks faster. Nice. Allied Condor has more health. Blocks less. Aw, okay. Added wall bounce on hits. Okay. Allied Sugar is armor during her headbutt. Oops. Preparation and has improved wall bounce. Allied Steffi, I hope I'm saying that right, has a faster grenade throw rates and first grenade spawns instantly. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. So it spawns. Okay. More healing pickups in survival mode. Higher levels. Oh, okay, yeah. So the higher the levels, the more healing items you get. Okay, yeah, that's smart. So bloodthirst is not mandatory to reach high levels anymore. I'm kind of debating on that because I remember at a time there was when I was struggling real hard to kind of get up to that high level. And obviously you have to be careful with when you pick up your health items because obviously, sometimes if you're like obviously you don't know how long each stage is going to take, and you don't want to just kind of save those health items at the last minute. You know how many times I'm getting my ass beat? I try to get the health items and then I literally end up dying, and then you pretty much lose the whole game. So that's interesting. So I don't know if I'm still going to want to use Bloodthirst for that. I'm kind of debating. So we can only check it out once the patch is finally up. Let's see. So let's keep going. Be patient with me a little bit. Like I say, I'm kind of going through the screenshots and all that, and I want to, make sure I also get this in good quality too, because I don't got very good vision. Let me see. Oh, okay. So apparently okay. I discovered something new. Okay, so there are updates for the other sprites as well, but this one is specifically Streets of Rage 3 sprites. Okay. So let's go through that. Yeah, because. So, okay, let's talk about Axel. Future Rage 3 Axle. Charge attack does more damage. Good. Scissor kicks better launch. Improved hitbox travels further. Improved recovery on star moves. Spinning body blow can hit off the ground. Reworked juggle speed added wall bounce. Spinning body smash launches higher and closer to Axle. Does more damage. Alternate star move launches 3 projectiles while longer freeze spawns a katana. Yes, that's he does. That's right. He spawns a katana. I know, right? Dragon Punch does more damage, improved hitbox, and depth. Better launch properties. Grab headbutt is invincible. Better depth on dodge roll. So that's definitely pretty good. I've always felt that when you play as the Future Rage 3 characters, I feel like they are a little bit slightly slow, and then you really have to kind of be careful with when you're using them. So that's good. I'm happy they at least got some updates. Streets of Rage 2, I don't know if those versions got updates. But for the most part, I can't really find anything. And like I say, these are meant to be the last final updates. So who knows if they really are the final updates. So let's keep going. Streets of Rage 3 Blaze. I'm gonna mess this up. Chow Rippa Don, John Rippa Don. That sounds, I don't know. Does more damage, improve launch faster, add wall bounce, energy burst faster, recover, and does more damage. Alternate star move, improved hitbox and launch properties. Jumping kick is faster and has a better hitbox. Alternate blitz has less invincibility at the end. Improved damage on default blitz and forward special. Better depth on dodge roll. So let's go to our boy Skate now. Ground roll blitz reworked goes further and escalates, and it's only once, whatever that means. Flying headbutt first hit relaunches higher and closer to Skate. Spinning attack launches away from Skate. Fixed wall bounce bug. Skating Fist Fury hits multiple times in directions can be controlled. Does more damage overall. Only has invincible frames for half the duration of the move. Okay. Flash Kick does more damage. Launches higher. Vault Throw launches further. Does more damage. Added wall bounce. Better depth on dodge roll. So far, a lot of these do sound pretty positive. So now let's go to the good old cyborg Zan, Street Racer Zan. Alternate blitz, improved travel distance and launch. Alternate offensive special reworked, added air control. Alternate defensive special now hits during energy ball spun. Spawned energy ball does more damage. Jumping attack is faster and has a better hitbox. Default blitz travels further and has better recovery. Okay. Obviously with Zan, it's hard to describe him. He is pretty slow. But I don't want to say he's too strong either. So I definitely hope that these changes do improve him a lot more. So now we talk about Shiva. Yes, you can play as Chichi Rage 3 Shiva. Nice, right? Alternate star move does more damage. Target is invincible during move. Last hitbox is bigger. Alternate blitz does more damage, faster startup and recovery. Hitbox depth improve, launches higher, can be done 3 times in a row pressing attack button. Sweet. Alternate neutral special launches higher and closer to Shiva. Hitbox improve, does more damage, added air control. Alternate forward special improved launch does more damage. Default forward special improved hitbox towards the back of the character. Final crash does more damage and combo does more damage. Alrighty, so Rue, we can't forget about our good old boy Rue, the kangaroo, because I know that's kind of a funny thing too. That was the character I least expect to kind of come back in the game because you can only unlock him through DLC. And obviously, it's kind of one of those things where he doesn't really appear right away. You kind of gotta do like some weird special moves and whatever just to get him. It sounds kind of weird, but you'll pretty much understand it if you just look it up online. You can pretty much get him pretty easily as long as you purchase the DLC first, or if you buy the new updated like game, like if you buy the Street Rage 4 with the included DLC, then there you go. You're pretty much set for now. Rue. Offensive special jugglers. Juggles better. I don't know why I said juggler. Alternate offensive special does more damage. Bounces enemies. Can be canceled into air version. Has slight air control. Default air special does more damage. Added air control, bounces enemies. Better hit consistency. Earthquake startup is faster. Last hit launches higher. Jab infinite nerfed. Wait, what? Jab infinite nerfed? Uh-oh, so they took out something. Or they dumbed it down. Oh boy. Spawned Bruce has the same palette as Rue. Really? So we're gonna change his color. Uh, the Spawned Bruce, that's like a special ability he has. So, oh, okay. Uh, Bugged Fix Rue's Vault is invincible. Rue, default offensive special wall bounces only on last hit. Default Blitz, an offensive special, drags enemies. Last pummel hit is invincible. Alternate defensive has better active frames and hitbox depth. And Rue can now jump higher. I mean, he is a kangaroo. I mean, come on, what are you gonna make him do? Not jump at all? Kind of ironic I said that because technically, there is actually an ability in survival where you can like get stronger, but then you don't jump. That's gotta be hard. I mean, I would know. I pretty much died a lot while trying to do that. So let me see. I don't remember if I mentioned Essel. So I feel like I did, but I really don't remember. I know, right? I should have looked at my other videos before I talked about this, but you know, it happens, all right? You're never always going to get things perfect when it comes to this stuff. Let me see. I'll go over a little bit of this stuff. Combo damage increase, combo adjusted. Third punch pushes less and stun more. Combo fifth hit wall damage increase. Attack cannot be linked with itself. Attack damage buffed. Attack can be canceled by a special move. I feel like I did read this before. Did I? Air flashbang stun duration increased. Life cost decreased. Added slight air control. First grenade bigger hitbox. Launches higher and added wall bounce. I could be wrong. I think I did read this before in one of my videos, but I don't remember. If I didn't, please let me know. Yeah, because I kind of want to skip over that. So, okay. So we're going to be moving on to the last updates on this. So for stages, added some destroyables to help maintain the combo counter. Sorry about that. That's pretty good because if you want to keep up with your combo, obviously if you defeat a whole bunch of enemies, obviously when you walk around, if you don't hit something, you're gonna lose that combo. Because yeah, all you just have to do is hit a random item to pretty much continue the combo. So that's pretty good. Combo counter added a half second to disappear. Stage transition. Stage transition. I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry. Stage transitions have a bonus time to not break combo counter. Let me see. Is that really it? I could have sworn I saw maybe a little bit more. Yeah. And I think we're done with patch notes because I want to keep some surprises. So I'm like, oh, okay, you're really gonna do us like that, right? Okay, so now we gotta wait for surprises. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it's like, it does make you kind of curious as to like, how could that what other surprises can they do? What, more pal swaps? Can you imagine? But no. So that's about ended pretty much for the patches. Like I say, if I did miss anything, I want anyone to let me know in case anyone's kind of curious about where this patch is going because I was pretty curious. And I don't want to say that this is like the finale, like the Mattel situation, where I'm pretty sure that's going to be a finale. But for this, I don't know because we don't really know exactly what other stuff can come out. Maybe some new DLC. Maybe who knows what the surprises are going to be? Because Street Rage 4 is one heck of a game. What can I say? So I can't wait to see how these changes are. Is it going to make the game better? Is it going to make it worse? I mean, we can only find out once it finally comes. So that's about it. So hopefully that kind of ends it there. So I guess to kind of patch things up, get it, patch. I guess to pretty much end this video, final thoughts and all that. So yeah, let's wait for the newest patch to come out. and then we could pretty much test for ourselves to see if any of it was good or not. Most of it sounds good for the most part. I think the last final updates that they're gonna do, that the ones that they kind of mentioned, sounds promising. So we'll keep it at that. So besides that, without further ado, what else do I got coming up? Well, as always, sometimes I do kind of get busy, whether it's with work or school. So, do apologize for falling behind. I know technically if you don't keep making videos, I know that that's kind of a way of falling behind from your channel. And then the next thing you know, you're out of existence. And it doesn't matter how many subs you got, if you don't pump out something, no one's going to watch you. But I always got a lot of stuff. I mean, New York Toy Fair, well, it was canceled, but a lot of new stuff they came out for collectibles and all that. So I definitely need to talk about that a lot. And there's a lot to cover. We're talking like new NECA stuff, new Ninja Turtles, even a couple of new Godzilla stuff too has popped up. Some HD images. I'll even give you a teaser for that because I really do want to talk about it because wow. So where was I? And I just had the page and I lost it. Damn. I probably got saved somewhere. Hold up. There we go. New Playmates Toys figures revealed. They've only revealed 4, even though we know that there's more than that. But hey, can't wait. This is on Instagram, by the way. Here's a teaser for what we're going to be talking about in about a few days or so. Could be tomorrow, could be Wednesday. You never know. Just does that. There you go. The Godzilla that I cannot pronounce its name. But if you guys know what it is, you pretty much get the whole point. And the brand new Shin Godzilla, and it definitely looks better now that we look at it up front. So damn, come on, Playmates, release it. So yeah, that's about it. I think I went on for far too long already. So we pretty much kind of got all that out of the way. So, oh, and I forgot. I really do want to talk about the new Soul Hackers game too because the trailer finally came out today. I think it came out today. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I was working like all day yesterday, so no technology. Okay, I can't really. How do I say this? It's hard for me to kind of fall asleep after I've watched a lot of like TV and YouTube. It's not good for the mind. Always keep that in mind too if you struggle with that same situation. So, without further ado, I'm going to end it here. So, if you like what you saw, leave a subscribe to the channel, leave a like if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and of course, as always, have a good night, everybody.